Hello everybody, this is Jamie, the Teaching and Learning Coach from Merton and Carshalton College, part of the South Thames Colleges Group TLA team, and it's good to be back. I hope you're all well. Today it's going to be a really brief look at NEARPOD. I'm going to run through just a fraction of what NEARPOD can do and the features it has. So please, if you get time, explore this amazing platform. It is fantastic. Jamie, what is NEARPOD? I hear you say. Well, NEARPOD allows you to upload existing PowerPoints, then drop in interactive content and activities. It transforms these boring passive PowerPoints into something amazing. Fully interactive lessons which you can run live via your chosen video conferencing software. So we use Teams quite a lot, Microsoft Teams, and I'm going to have a second part to this video showing you how to run NEARPOD in a live lesson. This first part is just going to look at some of the content and activities and features that I like. But as I said, it's just a fraction of what this can do. So, to upload an existing PowerPoint, you go to this section here, create your own. You want to do it as a lesson in NEARPOD. Then, here's the option, upload files. Just click on that. You have the option of uploading files from your desktop, from Google Drive, from Dropbox, from OneDrive. I'm going to choose from my desktop and just click on that. All your files will appear and you can just select the PowerPoint. Now I'm not going to upload an actual PowerPoint now, I've already got some uploaded, so I want to just add to those PowerPoints and show you what you can drop in to an existing PowerPoint. So let's go back to my PowerPoints. So as I said, here's just an existing PowerPoint which I uploaded to NEARPOD from previous sessions that I delivered on quizzes just before lockdown, and we use NEARPOD for those sessions as well. If you wanted to add any content or activities into this, you click on the Add Slide button, and it's not just a slide, it is fully interactive content and activities. So you just select the one you want. Let's look at Add Content for now. These are all of your options here. You have quite a few options of content you can add. Now, don't let this simplicity have how this looks for you, because, for example, you can drop in a 3D image into your NEARPOD that is fully interactive from both your computer and each individual learner's device. So it could be their mobile or their computer. So for example, if I did drop in an animal cell, that would appear on their mobile device as you go through your lesson at the point where that slide's dropped in. They can then move it around on their phone with their finger and look at all the different parts of the cell. Same goes for all of these 3D images. So let's just drop in the animal cell for now. So to drop that in, you just click on that and then click Done. And it has dropped in just here. Now, that's not where it stays. You can drag it anywhere in your presentation to where you want it to appear. So I'm going to drop it in probably around slide 2, just so you can see it early on. And you don't have to stop there. You can add in as much content as you want. There are so many options here. You've got a simulation section, so it can simulate science labs, it can simulate maths equations, and they're all fully interactive as well. So play around with that if you can. You've also got field trips, so you can take your learners somewhere around the world in a 360 view, which is also compatible with virtual reality, so VR goggles. It is amazing. Let's just drop in Santorini in Greece because I fancy a bit of a holiday, so we'll pop that in there, drop it into our NEARPOD and just drag it to the top so we can see that early on as well. You've got videos here provided by the BBC, which are really great. You've got Sway, and if any of you haven't used Sway before, it's a really great tool where you can drop in documents, pieces of information, so like info packs really, where each piece of the content is clickable, so you can click on it and it'll give you more facts, it'll play videos, etc. So let's just have a little look at Big Ben in England, and we'll just drop that in there as well so you can see how a Sway file works. You'll notice by all of this content how interactive it makes a PowerPoint. It completely transforms something that you've done previously into something brand new and really exciting for the learners. And finally, on the content section, you can drop in slideshows. Well, this really is a kind of slideshow anyway. A video, so that could be from YouTube, it could be from any video platform really. Some audio, so you could do a voiceover. PDF files and the viewer, so you can do some online marketing if you wanted to, and a live stream from Twitter at the moment, but currently they're going to add more live stream functions in there as well, which is great. Now let's look at the activity section. All of these activities, again, are fully interactive. You've got lots of different choices here. You've got open-ended questions that the learners can fill in lesson and then submit to you, and you'll see it on your screen. you've got matching pairs, you've got a quiz option, you've got flip grid options, you've got a draw it tool. So for example, the animal cell, you can just upload a 2D photo of the animal cell up here. You can put the instructions here, and then when that slide appears, the learners can annotate on it with that draw it tool, and they submit it to you. It'll appear on your screen and you can see each of your learners' animal cells, or whatever it is, maths equations, piece of written work, and you can comment on it as a group or individually as well. So again, really great. The Collaborate tool is fantastic if you want to use it as a starter, so you can all talk about the topic that's happening. They can all submit a little post-it note with their comments on it, and that will appear on every single learner's individual mobile devices, including your screen, and you can put a filter on it to filter out any rude comments if any learners decide to be a bit naughty. So that's a really good feature as well. Again, I'm going to show you how to use this in the live lesson section, but also please just have a play around with it. It's very straightforward once you get the hang of it. You've got a poll here which you can drop in to ask questions to the students. Fill in the blanks is really great for a lot of subjects. People are using it in science and English at the moment. All you do is click on the fill in the blanks, paste in your text. You can select the words you want to remove from that text and then submit it. And every learner who fills in the blank, their results will be displayed on your screen, and then you can discuss it as a group, and then a little memory test you can use as a starter or a plenary. So that is a really quick overview of the features of NEARPOD. As I say, it's just a fraction of what it can do. I can explain in more detail if you wanted to book in any sessions with me, but I'll also be using it in the lesson as well. And when you're happy with all of the content or activities, or both, that you've dropped into your NEARPOD presentation, have a quick look through, see if the order's okay. You can re-edit it. And then you can either preview it or save and exit. I'm going to save and exit, and then your NEARPOD will appear here, and you have the options now to either launch a live lesson, or you can send it to students and make it student paced so they can go through it in their own time. So to launch a live lesson, click on live lesson. It will take you to a new page. It will prompt your students to put in a code. So in this case, that's the code for this lesson. It's a unique code. The students will enter that code and they'll be able to join your lesson live, okay? And you can email that across, etc. Here are all your options here, yeah? So once all the students have entered in their code, they'll see your first screen on their mobile device or on their computer, and as you click on, it will move on their screen as well. This is anywhere in the country, okay? And you can move around the 3D images. They can do the same on theirs. They can manipulate their own images on their own devices any way they please. You can also get them to zoom in on certain parts. You can talk about certain parts as they're doing this, and then you can click on and it'll move on their screen, etc, etc, and it will keep going. Here's the 360 image that I told you about. This is in Greece. Looks lovely, isn't it? Santorini. So they can do that on their phone as well. They can enter VR and use VR goggles if they wish, and then you can click on. And as you keep moving on, again, it moves on their phone. This is the Sway document that I told you about, and Sway is like a info document, so you can go through it. You can click on certain sections. The students can click on these sections and find out more. There's information about different places. In this case, it's Big Ben, so they click on those and get some information about Big Ben. And yeah, that's how simple it is. And you will just launch this in your video conferencing software that you're using. So it could be Microsoft Teams, it could be Zoom, could be anything that you're using, and you can share your screen as well, so they can see as you click on, they can see on their own screens as well. Fully interactive, and it makes those boring old PowerPoints something that is absolutely powerful for a learning experience. So that is the brief overview. As I said, if you wanted more detail on how to do this, then obviously you can either book in a CPD slot with me to show you how to do it, or you can wait for my live lesson video, which I'll be recording soon. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found that useful. I can't stress enough how good NEARPOD is, you know, streaming your lesson to each individual learner's device. So it's a fully interactive session. Anyway, I'll stop going on about it. I'll stop my waffle. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you all soon.